Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we'll be discussing about another question of trigonometric applications or applications of trigonometry. So in this video we'll be talking about another question. So we have been looking on questions of angle of elevation, but this is a question of angle of deviation. I mean angle of depression. So what this is that an observer from top of a 75-meter high lighthouse. So there is a lighthouse which is 75-meter tall. So let PQ be the lighthouse which is 75 meter. PQ is 75 meter. Let's write it down. PQ is 75 meter. And an observer is standing on top of there. So let P be the point where the observer is standing. So the observer, and then it says the angle of depression of two ships. Angle of depression of two ships are 30 degrees and 45 degrees. And one ship is exactly behind the other in the same side of the lighthouse. Find the distance between the two ships. So now let's see what all was given. There was a lighthouse of 75-meter tall. An observer was standing on top of the lighthouse and he was looking at two ships. So now, as I had told you, here is the eye of the observer. So we'll draw a horizon. So PD is the horizon. Now what is happening that he is looking at ships. Ships are below the horizon, hence it is angle of depression. Now as I had told you, so for in this example, the angle of depression, if the observer is standing here, then angle of depression is not this one. Angle of depression is the angle between the horizon, which is this, and the hypotenuse. That is the angle of depression. Hence, the ship at R is at angle of depression 30 degree, and the ship at C is the angle of depression at 45 degrees. Now let's take these two triangles separately. So one is, let's just use this one. Let this be the angle of 45 degrees and let another one be of 30 degrees. So this one was of 30 degrees, correct? Now what we can see is that if we take a ground, then lighthouse is built perpendicular. We can assume that lighthouse was built perpendicular. That is why these two angles become right angles, correct? And this is the ground, this is the lighthouse, this is the ground, this is the lighthouse, this is the ground, this is the lighthouse. Now what is happening is that we draw horizon from the observer. So the horizon would go straight, so it will be parallel to the ground. So this line is parallel to this line, meaning this angle and this angle is alternate angles. This angle and this angle is also alternate interior angles. Hence these two would be equal. That would be 45 degree and this would be 30 degrees. Correct? So hence this angle would be 30 degrees and this angle would be 45 degrees. And now our work is very simple. Now we need to find the distance between the two ships, which is CR. We need to find the distance of CR. Now first let's take, so we have given the perpendicular. If according to this angle we have the perpendicular and we need to find the base. So let's in triangle PQR, theta is 30 degrees. We have taken the entire triangle, so theta is 30 degrees. Let's take the tan of 30 degrees. Tan of 30 degrees is equal to 1 by root 3. And what is tan equal to perpendicular by base? What is perpendicular? 75 meters. What is base? We don't know, so base would be QR. So what is QR? 75 root 3. Now in the question you can notice that we were not given the value of 3. The value of 3 is 1.7, but since we were not given, so in exams you would be given like root 3 is equal to 1.7, but in this question we were not given that, hence we would not put the value of root 3. So we have the QR 75 root 3. Now let's take the triangle PQC. So in triangle PQC, we have theta is equal to 45 degrees. So tan of 45 degrees is equal to 1. Tan of 45 is equal to 1. What is tan also equal to perpendicular by base? What is perpendicular? 75. What is base? QC. So what would it be? QC would be equal to 75. QC is equal to 75. Correct? So now what we can see is that we first took this entire triangle. So the theta was 30 degree and we were given perpendicular. We needed to find base. So we got the base. Then we took the smaller triangle with the angle 45 degree. We got the perpendicular. We needed to find this base. We got this QC. So we have QR and we have QC. What if we subtract QC from QR? What if we subtract QC from QR? You would get CR, which is our required distance. So what is QR? QR is 75 root 3. What is QC? 75. Can we take 75 common? Yes, so we have 75. Then it will go in brackets root 3 minus 1. So if you want to put the value of root 3, you can. So root 3 is 1.7. Hence, in this case, it would become 75 into 1.7 minus 1. 1.7 minus 1. What is 1.7 minus 1? 0.7. 0.7. Now multiply. You can also multiply. So we have 75 into 7. 35, 3, 49, 52. We have 52.5. So we have 52.5. So this side is 52.5. So the distance between is 52.5 or 75. Either this can be your answer or either this can be your answer. Both of these are correct. Both of these are in meters. Okay. So this is how you can solve the questions of angle of depression.